Well, yes, I should probably explain myself, but I do in fact believe that the 85 Bears are an extremely overrated defense. Now, this isn't to say that they're a terrible defense, as I even myself think they are probably one of the greatest defenses to have ever lived. But I think they are commonly said to be the greatest defense to ever live, which I do not believe to be the case. And for my reasoning, point number one is the fact that there are multiple defenses in the key categories that ranked overall, including the 77 Falcons and the 2000 Ravens. And right below them in those major categories are obviously the undefeated 72 Dolphins, who I believe to be the greatest team of all time. Also on their side would be one of the greatest running backs of all time, Walter Payton, that could anchor their entire offense for the entire season. And teams like the 77 Falcons had the worst offense, arguably in league history. And then the 2000 Ravens obviously did have a good offense, but I do think that the offense just provided by Walter Payton would be a lot better than Joe Flacco and company, as they didn't have really very many actual stars starting people on that team and their offense. Wow, obviously Walter Payton is one of the greatest running backs of all time. Also, I don't think their defense would have any chance of working in today's NFL, which is to say you could say the same thing about the 77 Falcons. So there's an argument there clearly. But then there's the 2000 Ravens and the 72 Dolphins, which I do believe both defenses could have potential success in today's NFL, more so than the 85 Bears. On top of that, the 85 Bears, obviously, they had one of the greatest rosters of all time, but they had a pretty simplistic scheme when it came to defense, which basically consisted of straight rushing and nothing more. Which, again, the same argument can be made about the 77 Falcons, but they did it more prolifically, I'd say, and how dominant they actually were with doing it. And then there's the 2000 Ravens. The 2000 Ravens, obviously, they had, a bunch of stars and actually ran a decently complex scheme on defense, but they had anchors such as Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, I believe. I'm not so sure. But then there's obviously the 72 Dolphins that also had one of the greatest offenses of all time, and in my opinion, one of the greatest rushing games of all time. They had two premier Pro Bowlers and two premier rushers in Larry Zonka as their main guy. He was the only player to ever be called for unnecessary roughness on the offensive side of the field after knocking out a defender on one play. Through all of this, I just can't seem to find out why people think that the 85 Bears are the greatest defense of all time. And if you look at things just like the steel curtain of the Steelers, they have probably the most recognizable defense of all time. But they also had some star players with Franco Harris and obviously Terry Bradshaw on their offensive side. All of this stuff is not to say that they were a bad defense. Obviously, they are one of the most prolific defenses to ever grace football. But just to say, I really don't believe they are the best. You can think whatever you want. This is just my reasoning. And if you have any other facts that could either contribute to my argument or just go against it, feel sure to leave them, because this is obviously an opinion and none of it is based on facts.